Come on down.
Yeah, I'm gonna need royalties for that, even though you made it.
Whoa.
Dang it.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to the P-Funk and Fro Show. I'm Anthony Gorman. With me, as always, is
Austin Flume.
Today is a special guest today for episode 43, and you are?
Trey, Hurley.
Nice to have you on here.
Thank you. I actually want to be on this podcast for a while.
Yeah, so you're like a frequent listener? Or like a mega listener?
I'm not a mega listener. I'm a frequent listener. I had to go back and listen to old episodes. Like, I kind of want to prepare myself.
Catch up with the backlog.
That's good, yeah. I'd probably do the same thing if I was going on a podcast. And
By the way, I was listening to an episode on the toilet with my earbuds in, and I dropped my earbud in the toilet, so I'm going to invoice you for that.
Oh my God.
Dang it, Trey.
Man,
Come
we're
on
like
the podcast
affecting
one time.
real life people.
Yeah, you guys owe me a crappy pair of $5 earphones.
We've never been invoiced before.
Right, that's
I don't know how to
big.
handle this.
Hey, we're making it big, Boston.
We are.
But anyways, also to help us make us big, please visit facebook.com/group/pfunkafro and join and write some comments and comment on what's going on. And Austin's going to silence his phone real quick or throw it on his bed. And yeah, so after the intro, so Trey, who are you? How do you know Austin, and how do I know you?
I went to high school with Austin.
Okay.
Actually, I went to all school with Austin.
Yeah.
All school.
High school and middle school.
Okay.
So I remember, what are you, 2 years older than me?
Yeah, 2 years.
Yeah, I remember being in 6th grade, seeing Austin walk around with his leather jacket on all the time.
So you weren't joking with the hair slick? Yeah. Were you guys like a unit, a gang?
This was before I knew Trey.
Before I even really knew him.
Okay.
I had a phase in my life, I don't know if I talked about it on the podcast, where I would just wear a leather jacket around.
Well, hey, everybody goes through phases.
Every day.
He had a leather jacket and long flowing hair.
I've seen photos of his hair, but it's mostly like band, like pictures.
Oh, from marching band?
Yeah, so do you have any photos of the jacket, or you kind of like burnt that through history?
I do. History? I'm not ashamed of my leather jacket phase.
All right.
It happened, and it made me the man that I am now on this podcast. And I do have a picture of it that I posted a little bit ago. On Facebook.
I'll be curious to see that. But I think a lot of people go through phases, especially when you're like younger, as you're developing.
I agree.
Tom and I went through a rapper phase.
Oh, rapper
phase?
Like
listening to music lasted a long time, but we kind of started dressing like we were a rapper. It lasted like 4 months.
Wait, did you actually rap?
No. We were just kind of like posing. We're like posers. But Tom did have like a hoopty Cadillac, and yeah.
Oh.
It was all white.
He
and
did
dressed in
have
all
one?
white. Oh, he had like chains and
Oh,
stuff.
so like early 2000s rap.
Yeah. It was,
Okay.
yeah.
You guys
early
bumping
2000s.
Nelly all the
I was
time?
about to say.
Yeah, Nelly. Well, we had like subs in our car. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think our parents were starting to be like, because it was like at the beginning when Tom and I were hanging out.
Yeah.
And they were like, uh-oh. They're like bad for each other.
Tom
But
is
yeah.
not. So you say Tom was the guy that you were like a rapper with?
No, I never rapped ever.
I'm saying like went through this phase with though.
Yeah.
That was
it was Tom.
So it's all about R. Kelly Ignition Remix.
Yes, amen to that. I love that. That's amazing.
Yeah, that is good.
But Tom is the last dude I would expect to be having a rap phase.
I know. Yeah, he wore a big puffy white coat with white, what do you call it, like Adidas pants, white moon shoes, and then my color was North Carolina blue, and I had all North Carolina blue stuff. No. Yes, it was terrible. And we showed up at his dad's house, I remember one time, and his dad was just like infinitely perplexed. Like he had no idea what was going on.
What happened here?
Yeah, well, also Tom drove like this big old hoopty Cadillac, and then I just had my Camaro with subs. But
I'm writing you out of the will.
Oh, damn it! Oh, I didn't know I was in a will.
Yep, he
Trey,
listened to a few
dang it.
podcasts, and now you're in a will.
I wanted to leave everything to you guys.
As like an entity, not like us, but like for the P-Funk and Fro Show, LLC.
Yeah. Right, P-Funk and Fro LLC.
So did you have like a phase, like a leather jacket phase, or?
The only thing I can think of is like there for a while I would only wear like really dark stuff. I'd only wear like dark blue or black every single day.
Were you like, was it like a goth twist, or were you just like?
It wasn't really goth, I would say. I don't
want
know.
to express myself to the world, and this is what it is.
Yeah, like I had a little what do you call it? Angsty phase.
Okay. Oh, I see.
So yeah, that's when I wore dark stuff all the time.
Many folks have
That makes
phases
sense,
such as
yeah.
that.
Right.
Yeah.
I kind of had that, but it was with band shirts. So my first band shirt was a Journey shirt, though.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't only just like a black shirt phase. It was an I'm 60-year-old and wear black shirts phase.
At first, I thought you meant like school band, like a marching band.
Yeah,
So
that's
I was
what
like,
I
did you wear that
I
stuff
only
out
wore
in public?
marching band shirts.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Imagine you like out in public, like
That was a different phase.
kicking it with, yeah.
Yeah.
So Austin kind of mentioned something that we've been talking about a lot recently, and it's like long distance relationships or like relationships met online primarily. And
Yes.
like Austin's had primary experience with that. I've had recent experience with Austin, just and through history.
Yes.
So how did you meet someone, or did you meet someone?
Okay. All right. It's kind of a long story, I guess.
Start from the beginning. This is interesting to me. I've never actually heard this story. I don't.
Yeah,
think,
this is a different
about
twist.
how you guys.
So first, I liked some random page on Facebook because it was funny. I don't remember. I think it was called like Epic Sax Guy or something.
Epic Sex Guide.
Epic. Okay.
No, Epic Sax Guy.
Oh, I was like,
Sax guy.
Epic Sex Guide on Facebook. That's what I meant.
this girl's like,
So you liked a page on Facebook.
yeah, I did that.
And then somehow, I think the moderator wanted to shut down his page, and he's just like, hey, if everybody still likes my stuff, just like friend me. And he pretty much posted the same type of stuff. And
Okay.
from there was a Canadian dude that I friended, I guess, because he also had a page.
Oh, so you met him through the page? This Canadian dude?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then through his page, I met an Australian dude. That's what I'm talking to.
Oh my God.
So
there's
basically,
many
I had
leaps.
all these like different friends. Like the first guy was like in Virginia, and then a Canadian dude, then an Australian dude.
Dang.
And then finally, through him, I met my current fiance.
Holy crap.
But how did so
That's
this
skipping
was
to the
all
end.
on Facebook?
Yeah, this was all on Facebook, and he tagged her in some post saying something about how they're best friends, and I posted some joke comment like, "Oh, I thought we were best friends,"
yeah.
something
Okay.
stupid like that.
Yeah.
Nice
And
wiggle.
then
wiggling
gotta
in
wiggle
there.
in
I see
there.
what's going on.
Right. Yeah.
Driving the wedge.
So
Right.
then I friended her, and we pretty much like talked all the time.
Wow.
Holy crap. So you just hit it off immediately.
Yeah.
So
like,
where
it
were
just
you-
clicked.
Where were you located, and she was located at that initial time?
So she is from a tiny town called Portola in California.
Okay.
And so,
All these Cali girls.
I know.
Yeah.
did you hear
West
about
Coast,
the
West Coast.
Orville Dam?
Yes, I
recently?
did. Yeah.
Yeah, so she lives near there. Like,
Okay, I know someone that lives close there too.
yeah, I think her
Yeah.
grandparents live there.
What is the Orville Dam?
It's that one that all that rain and they had that
Yeah.
emergency spillway
Did it burst?
disaster. Oh,
Yeah.
there's a video on Reddit. It was awesome to see.
Holy crap.
Yeah, and like a bunch of people had to be evacuated and everything. In her town, there was like storage units, and like halfway around them, they were all filled up with water because they built these storage units right off the Feather River,
Oh, God.
which like isn't a big river. Like she showed me pictures of it, and I was like, "That's a creek."
Yeah. But
We
when
live
they-
next to the Roaring Ohio.
Yeah, when she saw the Ohio River, she was like, "Holy crap!" And I was like, "Isn't this all rivers?"
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't all rivers this big?
yeah.
So was that is the spillway dumped into that river, that little creek river thing?
Yeah. So I think it's like downriver from it. I don't know if it's still the Feather River at that point, but the Feather, like it leads into the Feather River.
I see.
So like down the line,
Okay.
the Feather River has to be able to absorb all that extra water.
I see.
Yeah.
So you skipped to the end a bit, but so you
Yeah.
guys met, you hit it off, y'all were mega cool, and now you're fiancés?
Yeah.
You're
Oh
Beyonce.
wow!
Yeah.
Wait, you didn't tell me that. Holy crap!
So
So how?
he just dropped that. He's like,
Oh,
now
shoot.
she's my fiance.
Oh wow!
So yeah. So we were long distance for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And which is a super long time, and
Yes.
most people are like, "Why would you even
Yeah.
do that?"
Why would you even try? Yeah.
And then she visited me over the summer, and she stayed at my house for like 2 months.
Oh, okay.
This past summer?
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that because I was going to try to make it down.
yeah.
Didn't do that.
You didn't do
You
that.
didn't do that.
You let me down.
I apologize.
That's all right.
It's not okay.
It's not okay.
No.
He came here just to let you know that.
Yeah, that's why.
And I'm just gonna walk out.
He just chops the mic.
He's got
literally.
a vendetta still.
So she was staying at my house before she shipped off in October because she's in the Air Force.
Oh, I
Okay,
see.
Cool.
And much to her parents' disdain, she visited me and stayed longer than a week.
Oh,
Yeah, like the bus ride itself was 2 days.
Oh,
because
she took a bus?
yeah, she had the money for a plane, but I was like, just save, like, if you're okay with it, save the money and take a bus because spending like, $50 or something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe 80, some around there.
Yeah.
Versus like $400 at the
Yeah.
time, or like $450 because it was like in the summer where everyone's taking vacations.
Yeah. So the prices were higher.
And was that before she was shipped off for like service? Like,
Yeah, that was before she went to training.
Okay.
And then October she went to training for 2 months. I went down to San Antonio to see her graduation ceremony, and it was
Cool.
like there's the coin ceremony where everyone lines up and they like give coins to everybody, and then there's like the actual graduation ceremony where they wear their dress blues.
Yeah.
And it was raining, so they had to wear like their all weather coats.
Oh.
And they looked awesome.
Oh,
Like they have this whole like awesome ceremony where like they march around and everything.
Wow.
Did they look like stormtroopers with the coats or something? Or?
I
Like
don't
you
know
said,
how
it was
to explain.
awesome, but I don't know.
I don't know, they just look cool. Like
Yeah.
yeah, they're wearing like their fancy uniforms versus
Nice.
like their combat
Right.
uniforms.
Yeah. That's
Gotcha.
cool.
Yeah, their dress
Yeah.
attire.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Blues, as they colloquially call them.
They're blues. Did you do anything else while you were down in Texas? Did you see
So
anything
we
cool?
went to the Riverwalk, which is like, I think it actually does lead off from the river, but like the actual
That makes
Riverwalk area is like filled with like chlorine and all these fountains and like, yeah. So, and it's
Oh.
like a tiny little walkway, like smaller than a road.
Really?
Or like
Is it more
these
like a-
two walkways with like the river is smaller than a road right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and there's like all these shops and restaurants on the side, and so like I wanted to take that day to take her on a date, and I took her to some dinky little Mexican restaurant on
Yeah.
the side called like Rita's on the River, and then I proposed to her in there.
Oh,
nice.
wow.
Yeah, I got
Fire.
her a silver ring, and it was opal with sapphires.
Did anybody see you do it, or how was that?
No,
How was the lead up?
her family doesn't really like me.
Well, I mean, like, were there like patrons, like customers
That noticed what
that
happened.
noticed? Yeah.
No, like I didn't do the whole one knee thing, but we were sitting at the table, and I had
Okay.
a little speech
Okay.
prepared,
I see.
and then I just like slipped the ring on her finger.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah,
wow. And she was like, ah.
yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine some people might not like the public thing, like on the, because you were talking about the Riverwalk, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah,
oh,
there's
we
like a
could
lot
do
of
it.
people there,
Yeah,
and it was
that's funny.
it was well, there's a lot of graduation weekends, like almost every weekend. But so the weekend in San Antonio, there's like a lot of servicemen walking around and like people trying to sell stuff to them.
Oh, I see.
'Cause they
Like, hey, you got all this money saved up from being in basic. Why don't you buy something?
Yeah. Interesting. So, what was it about? What's her name?
Maya.
Okay, gotcha. Shout out to Maya. What's up?
Maya.
What did you do? So, what was it about Maya that really acknowledged to you in your brain that this person is the person that I want to be with? Like when you first
She was just
started talking to her.
incredibly easy to talk to.
I see.
So like,
That's it.
if I was having any problems or anything, I could just like spill all that to her. And it was
Gotcha.
like super easy.
That's
Isn't
what's awesome with the online stuff, because you can just focus on the actual, personalities
Yeah.
and like communication.
Yeah.
And like how we've talked so many times that a lot of online communication, a lot of people just either suck or they don't want to put the effort in or
Yeah.
they just can't. But I think, Austin, you think just people just suck at
I think most
conversing in
people
general.
just suck, dude.
Yeah, like
conversing in general, but that's awesome.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I type
always like
out
a needle in the
full-
haystack situation.
like I was gonna say, like I type out full sentences, like complete punctuation and everything
Yeah.
when I talk online.
Yeah.
But some people are like, cool, thanks.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
I do
Yeah,
like that,
thanks,
like
it's THX.
selling,
Yeah.
it's just selling stuff online. Not to go into specifics, but
Yeah.
people use like the letter U and R,
Mm-hmm.
like on Craigslist.
For
like,
your, yeah.
where are you located? I'm like, come on, just
yeah.
use one sentence.
Yeah.
There was like no
Yep.
punctuations. Like, where are you located?
Like, how
That
much
was it.
effort is this going to take you?
I don't need like, hey, I'm having a great day. I'm eating a blueberry muffin. Hey, is this still for sale? I don't need that.
Yeah.
Just like, give me some sentences. Yeah. I think you're right, Austin. I think just most people suck.
I agree. So it's good to know that you're another one of the good ones that
Yeah.
actually puts effort into conversations.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and I feel like that's a word out to people that are trying to get into relationships online. It's
Right.
like, if you just put a little bit more effort into speaking like a person and not just like a robot.
Exactly. Or just like answering like, yep, nope.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Just be a
Yeah.
little bit more interesting.
Yeah.
Like I think today I pointed out some error in my video editing thing.
Oh yeah, this is like a perfect segue then.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Austin said you you said you were into editing. Is this like a
Yeah.
online
So-
thing or?
Yeah. I got on Reddit and I was on the voice acting subreddit. 'cause-
Voice acting. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know,
sweet.
'cause it
That's
interests
another thing
me,
we could talk
so-
about.
So I was on there looking around, and some guy said he needed an editor for like $15 per completed hour, or no, he listed at $10 per completed hour.
Okay.
I was like, why not? Like, I'll
Just
go
to
for it.
Get some experience.
Yeah, some experience, some extra money on the side.
Right.
So I contacted him, and he was pretty cool right away. And he was like, we can do a Skype interview.
Okay.
And so I think 2 days later, it was actually Google Hangouts.
Okay. So it wasn't Skype, but it was a Skype equivalent.
Yeah. So we got on Google Hangouts, and he was just like showing me like everything that he needs done. It was super simple. I completed a test, and then today he uploaded like my first work.
Awesome.
And
Crap,
so
dude.
I did 2/3 of it today, and then probably when I go home, I'm gonna finish it, put it all in one file, and upload it.
Dang.
Nice.
So what is it?
So
what
is
are
this
you
like
editing?
business related or entertainment?
So I upload or I edit romance novels.
Really?
Yeah. So he voice acts and does the audiobooks for romance novels.
Wow.
What?
Yeah. And so I gotta edit the cheesy things.
What do you mean by
So-
cheesy?
Like pretty much
Oh,
every
yeah.
way to say like they're doing it or they're turned on without actually saying it.
Oh yeah. So are you actually reading from the book, or you're editing what he wrote or read? Jesus.
So I edit what he reads, and like I have a little script off to the side to make sure that he reads the lines correctly.
I see. That's what I
okay,
was. So
okay.
do you do anything with levels and compression or anything, or is it just making sure that he reads it like line for line?
Sometimes the levels are a little off, so
Okay.
I'll do a little bit of tweaking, like
Gotcha.
nothing major.
Okay.
He usually does the like the normalizing and noise reduction and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to imagine what he's doing. So is he doing like a bunch of like 5-minute clips or 10-minute clips, and then he's like, here, put these together and make sure everything's
So each clip is probably around like 10 minutes or so,
okay.
Okay.
like 10 to 15, and he sends me the audio files for like each chapter. And so he reads, say it's like from the guy's point of view.
Yeah.
So he's reading, and then I got to like copy and paste in the female dialogue.
From there's a female actor.
Oh.
Actress?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you get both.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then like if the POV switches, then it's a new file.
Okay.
So today there was
Wow,
Lex
okay.
POV, Jillian POV, and Lex POV 2 for chapter
Damn.
11.
Wow.
Interesting.
But I'm actually on an NDA, so hush hush.
So you
Right,
can't talk
right.
about it. Yeah.
But I actually am on an NDA, so I
So
mean,
you
I
can't
wasn't.
tell who's bones who.
Yeah,
Novel.
I can't tell you about the plot or anything.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's-
No, that's cool. I think it's pretty neat.
That is awesome. That's something I've been really interested in actually.
Yeah, and I just got lucky. Like I was just surfing Reddit one night, and I was like, "Oh, cool."
Yeah.
Wow.
That's sweet. Is it so? How long does it usually take to edit a whole project?
So I guess it depends. Like the first one I did today, it was like a 12-minute clip, and it took
Yeah.
me like over an hour
Yeah.
Wow.
because there's like a lot of little things.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the female one took me like, I don't know, like 30, 40 minutes,
Wow.
and it was like the same length.
You
I
start-
believe it.
You start getting in a groove.
Yeah, like
When
I
you're
started
editing?
getting in a groove, and also hers was just like a little bit easier to edit.
Okay.
Hers had like less mouse clicks and stuff.
Mm,
In the background.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
like,
So, like,
mouse
sometimes-
clicks, like when they make a weird noise when they're with their mouth. Right.
Oh. Is that what that is?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Um,
Did they not
like
use?
smacking?
Did they not use pop filters?
well,
or
there
something?
was smacking, but there was also like little mouse clicks.
Oh, mouse
That's
clicks.
what I was, yeah.
Oh,
But-
I see. So you
So,
gotta
like-
take out the clicks.
Yeah, so like and if he ever like reads a line twice, I use the last line he used, and just
Okay.
delete the other ones right out of there.
Okay. That's just
And-
like protocol that you guys said. Like if I re-record it, just use the second one. Is that just
Yeah.
what it- okay?
What program are you using?
It's just an Audacity,
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
so it's pretty simple.
Yeah.
Cool.
No doubt.
Yeah, and it's free. It's like I didn't have to buy anything to
Yeah.
do this.
That's all
so
you
that
need.
was a plus for me.
Yeah. No need to buy something if you don't have to.
Yeah.
Cool. That's different.
That is sweet. Yeah, I'll probably talk to you about that a little bit off air because I was probably thinking about looking into that because
It's in your wheelhouse.
it is.
Yeah.
Voice acting is another one of those things that I've always wanted to try to do, but I'm like, how do I penetrate this market? Because there are so many voice actors, you know.
Yeah.
Now, by voice acting, is it something where you're impersonating like characters or just your natural, normal voice? I've heard of it, but I'm not. familiar.
Sometimes he does like a voice that's like his, but like a little bit more whispery.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And other times, like if it's a different male character, it's basically like his voice, but he makes it nasally.
Makes it slightly
Okay,
different.
so like
yeah.
a book on tape. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So it's like that, and then basically the same thing for the woman. But I actually asked him. I was like, how'd you get into voice acting? Because that's
Yeah.
something I'm interested in.
Yeah.
And he sent me like this link to Casting Call Club. That's what it's called.
Okay.
And there's like a free section, like a hobby section and a paid section.
Casting Call Club. Is that a website?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's castingcall.club.
Okay, nice.
So I went on there.
We should get pfunkinfro.club.
Just start getting like
The fan club.
Yeah.
The fan.
Have a forum.
Send us your voices.
So I went on there.
Forum.
P-Funk.
I auditioned for like some weird visual novels.
Oh, you auditioned for stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like a Transformers stop motion fan movie.
Really?
Yeah.
That's lit.
You have to do like the Transformer noise. Autobots roll
You were
out.
being natural. That was so good. Crap. So, what did you just record yourself with a microphone and submit it, and they decide who to use? Or something?
Yeah, so you submit your audition and they
Wow,
go
that
with
seems
someone.
kind of easy.
And like the,
I mean, if you have
the
voice.
jobs, they range anywhere from like 20 to 200.
Crap. I have to try that.
Yeah.
I
Weren't
think
you
there's
looking
one-
into something like that?
Yeah, I found another website that did freelance work, just in general.
Yeah.
General freelance work, and voice acting was a section of that. But this sounds like
Oh.
it's strictly voice acting.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
all voice acting. You can either post your project and like what you're looking for, and so like when you go into something, they're like, oh, okay, I'll look into this.
Yeah. Okay.
They have like a character, the description of him, like what accent he might have,
Oh, that's
and
pretty
like
cool.
how to do
That
his
is.
voice. So like it'll say something like, oh, make a gravelly, badass voice, or like,
Yeah.
you know, do a soft, husky voice.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And they just
like
do
sometimes I feel like a creep reading the lines because it's like a romantic. Like one was like a romantic line, like I said, be suggestive and like flirtatious, but it was like a husky voice. So I had to like act like I'm coming on to people while doing a voice like this,
Oh my
and
god.
I just like. And I showed Maya, like I was like, "Hey, I auditioned for some stuff. Like, what do you think of this?" And like she would just like, you know, like she cringes up, like, "You sound so creepy."
Wait, did she have the like headphones on? Because it's probably even
Yeah.
worse when it's just all like, hey, where
Unfiltered.
it's like, yeah, 360.
Yeah, like she had the headphones on,
Oh my
and so and like there was one I did where I was like creepy, like talking about like, what was it?
Why are you targeting all these creepy auditions?
Because like there was this, this one was actually for a villain,
Okay. Oh, that's pretty
and
cool.
so he said, what did he say? Something like, "Aren't you a little minx?" or something like that.
Oh god.
And I had to say it like I was like, "Aren't you a little minx?" Or something like that.
voice acting is
So,
weird.
do you have any like roommates that can hear this? Because they're probably like wondering.
It was like at 2 a.m. I couldn't
Right.
sleep, so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna audition for like I auditioned for 20 different roles.
Holy
like,
crap.
I was up
Oh,
till
wow.
like 4 a.m.
Dang.
And yeah, so I just like exported everything in like the highest audio I could on Audacity and just
Yeah.
submitted all these applications.
That's freaking
That's
awesome.
cool. You
That's
probably get better over time too, just shooting around
Yeah.
like that.
Yes. Yes. That sounds like my late night burst of inspiration. Do you get those like
yeah,
regularly?
like I'll be laying in bed. It's like I should work out,
Oh my
and I
god.
just spring out of bed, like start lifting weights and stuff.
Damn.
Exactly. Trey and I
Yeah.
are very similar in that aspect because I'll be laying in bed, I'll be super tired the entire day, and I finally lay down and I'm like, all right, Austin, it's time to sleep. We're going to be energized for the next day.
Right.
And 2 minutes later, I'm like, I am so inspired.
Your eyes just
I need
snap
to walk
open.
in.
They
Get-
do.
yeah.
I am more awake than I have ever been, and it's time to make a new resume or something ridiculous
Or
like
go
that.
on like a 5-mile walk.
Yeah.
Like you do.
yeah, walk to Starbucks again.
Right.
So I totally get where you're coming from. It happens to
Yeah.
me all the time. Like, now is the time to accomplish all of my goals at the same time.
So another thing Austin told me you're into was photography. Do you do any like freelance work with that?
You know, I was supposed to get several paying gigs, but like people flake.
Several panguses.
Yeah, I was
I
supposed to
thought,
get.
I thought you said penguins. So
I was supposed to
dang
get
it.
several penguins, but they ran away.
They said there was too much, not enough snow.
People flaking on you.
Yeah. These are people that you know. So
Oh,
one of them's a person that you know. So I don't want to say that one.
On the air.
Yeah, and then there's a kid I did a college class with, and he flaked on me because he's like a theater actor.
And theater actors flake.
I guess like
Flip-flop.
biscuits.
Are they just dramatic? Like, oh my god.
I can't do it anymore.
Yes. I am
He's
very
like
much-
also in indie films and stuff. But yeah, I was supposed to do his headshots, and then he,
Oh,
like on Facebook, like a week or two later, he posted the headshots that he had
from someone else.
and I was like, dude,
oh
I just unfriended him.
my god.
Screw that guy.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Like, so what kind of camera do you have? Or
It's like it's older. It's like a Canon Rebel.
like a DSLR?
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
DSLR.
Nice.
But my mom actually has an office administrator thing that she does at Red Wolf. She does it for volunteer.
Red Wolf? What is Red Wolf?
Red Wolf is
Sounds like a Doctor Who reference.
That's Bad Wolf.
Oh, my
Bad
bad.
Wolf.
Don't hurt me, Doctor Who fans. I'm one of you, I promise.
So Red Wolf Sanctuary is a sanctuary where they rehabilitate different animals. They have, they have bears, foxes, coyotes, bobcats, horses, vultures, hawks, owls, like all sorts
Damn.
of stuff.
Why are they saving vultures?
I don't know.
Vultures are evil looking.
They
Yeah,
are
exactly.
pretty evil. I have some really nice pictures of some.
We can look at those. Maybe they'll
Is this
convince
in
me otherwise.
Indiana? Or?
Yeah, it's
I don't think I've ever
Right in
actually
Rising
been
Sun.
there. Yeah, which is crazy because it's in Rising Sun. I don't ever think I've even been there. Did we
Huh.
ever take field trips there in school?
no, which like I
That
was
seems like a
always
school
like,
thing.
why didn't we take field trips here? Like you think Mr. Kerrigan or something like
Yeah.
our science teacher would take us there.
Yeah.
Wait. So, did you guys have field trips at all, or
We had some
Like
field
we had
trips.
some, like not many.
Not
what?
many.
Any notable ones?
I remember
wouldn't-
going to a dairy farm.
I think we did that. Yeah.
Yeah, we
those
totally
are cool.
did. We went to different. We went to this apple orchard a
Yeah, I
couple
remember
times.
the orchard with like the warm cider.
Yeah, the warm cider.
Like it was like fresh and everything, so it was like really hot.
Yeah, that's also where you
Yeah.
got to figure out who all the rich kids were because they were sent with money to buy all the swag, the apple
Yeah.
swag. I never had any money.
What do you mean? Like their parents were like, "Hey, bring us back a bushel of apples," or what?
Something like that. Yeah, like they'd be like, "You can buy stuff at the end of the field trip, so bring money if you want it." And,
Oh,
and I probably just forgot to ask for money, or
Yeah.
I was like, "I don't."
Or
wanna
I
be
just
rude.
saved my money and spent it on McDonald's.
Yeah.
Right, yeah,
Like when
'cause
we
who wants,
stopped off
like,
to eat.
Right.
apple swag.
Yeah, exactly.
Like when you're a kid, you're like, oh yeah, McDonald's.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm still like that. Not really.
I was like that until I discovered Wendy's. I think from my father.
I was like that until McDonald's started destroying my stomach.
Oh my
and then you
god.
reverted that.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Like I could still eat it every now and then, but like there for a while when I was working at Kroger, it's like right next to Kroger. So
Yeah.
like after work, I'd always get McDonald's, and then like like I can't do fast food every day anymore.
No, that's good.
Nah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not good.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
once you start, I feel like getting into shape, your body responds to fast food differently than when you were just
It just
constantly.
like purges it as
Yeah.
quick as it can.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
You're
when I
in
go on
pain.
vacation where it's like something in the morning where I have to eat like something fast food, I'm like, oh, this will be like a treat, you know? Because like back in the day, it's like a treat.
Yes.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Yeah, and it's like you always forget how bad it is.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. But even
Yep,
like not even
completely.
like after you eat it, it's like even while eating it, at first, like just at the very beginning, it's like this is good, but then all of a sudden it just doesn't have that same taste.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kind of like if you don't drink like pop anymore, like sugary sodas.
It's not the same.
Yeah, and then when you go back, it's like,
Why
ugh.
did I ever
Like
like
this
this?
is too sugary.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
like syrup. Yeah.
It is exactly.
Like I
like
stopped
sugar.
eating desserts and stuff for a while, and then I tried some cake at it was sweet potato casserole with
Oh wow.
Dang. So you
like marshmallows and stuff on top. Like he's made it the same every year, but
Yeah.
I hadn't eaten desserts in like 6 months at that point. It was
Yeah.
like for Thanksgiving, and I take a bite of it and I was like, why is this so sweet? Like, did he change it? And like, no, you just haven't been eating that stuff for so long. And I
You're
was
not
like,
used to it anymore.
I hate this.
That's messed up. He is in who?
My grandpa.
Okay, gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
what made you stop doing desserts?
Just like trying to get in shape. Like,
Yeah.
I eat desserts more often now though.
Oh,
Yeah.
Get back out of it. It's hard to stick with.
Yeah, it is. Like once you get like a little taste,
Yeah,
it's just like
yeah.
a
It's an-
hole you fall in. Like,
Yes. It's an avalanche.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that with carbs sometimes. I don't really have a sweet tooth, but yeah, sugar's the devil when you want to stay in shape.
Yeah.
I've got the sweetest of teeth.
Yeah. And then you like,
Give me a
yeah.
little taste.
More gravelly. No,
This is my audition for Sweet Tooth.
sweet tooth. The book's just sweet tooth.
I've got the sweetest tooth.
Oh my god. It's like not. It's just a dude, and there's no female protagonist in there. It's just a dude
Talking to myself like this.
going to shops. Yeah. Whispering sweet nothings into people's strangers' ears.
Who is this? You're in a tan. You're in an IGA, just whispering in the corner. What is this guy
Those
doing?
Yeah.
ho-hos look really good.
Like saying it out
I'm
loud.
calling the police.
Yeah, exactly. This guy's fondling the treats.
But yes, when I
Yeah.
start eating the sweets, it's very difficult for me to stop if there are more sweets around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nearly impossible.
So
I'd
it
say.
was Sean's birthday recently, my mom's boyfriend.
Gotcha.
And she made Texas peanut butter cake, which I don't really care about because I don't really like peanut butter desserts that much.
Okay. Texas peanut butter cake.
Yeah, it's like it kind of tastes like peanut butter fudge,
Eat
but like
that down
lighter
on the
and
range.
sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what is it?
it was
Cow
baked
poop.
by the cattle.
I think that's cow dung.
no, it's good. I promise.
Chips in it, peanut butter chips.
But you're not into it? I
No,
see.
not really.
I see.
Like peanut butter fudge either. I
Oh
do
my
like.
God, I love peanut butter
I do like peanut butter pie though. Like when it has the chocolate on top, then it's delicious. It's like a giant Reese's cup.
Oh my god! Yeah,
You're not
dude.
familiar with this dessert, Anthony?
No, peanut butter pie. No, I don't really eat a ton of pie or desserts in general. But
Yeah, I don't typically anymore, and usually I was more of a cake dude anyway.
Like cake is so much better, except for coconut cream pie is my favorite.
Okay, coconut cream pie is pretty
Never
delicious.
mind. I'm not a coconut fan.
Not coconut at all.
No.
Dang.
You know, they call me Young Coconut.
Really, man? They call you a lot of things.
He's got a lot of nicknames. He's done a lot of auditions.
That's right. I can see.
But
Yeah,
that was
you're
a
pretty
throwback
talented.
to the Jungle Gyms trip.
Yeah, dude. That brings up another high school trip that we went on. We our Spanish teacher.
Was this an official field trip?
This was through the Spanish club. Yes.
Oh wow.
So
okay.
our Spanish teacher, who I played in a band with and DJ'd the dance for,
Oh,
we
yeah.
have
I
a very
remember that.
strange. But he takes us to Jungle Gyms, which I don't know if we brought up Jungle Gyms in the podcast before.
I don't.
But it's
Yeah, I
this
don't think
it's
so.
this big giant Cincinnati grocery store that has groceries from all over the globe, and you can go there and stuff. And I don't remember why we named you Young Coconut.
I think we saw, or no, you were Young Coconut.
Oh yeah,
I
and
was
you were-
Curly Willow.
Curly Willow. What in the world?
We saw some sales sign. It's like Curly Willow this much, Young Coconut this much, and I was like, oh shit.
Those would be
I was like Young Coconut, Curly Willow.
perfect rap name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that does sound like a good.
So
yeah.
we actually had a rap phase too, Anthony.
Oh, okay.
But it was
for that brief time at
Just
Jungle Gyms.
yeah, that 10-minute segment of our life.
Yeah.
I do remember that. That was funny. Rising Sun was an interesting place to go to high school.
Horrible place to go to high school.
Yeah, isn't it? Wasn't it like one of the lowest ranked high schools in
I
Indiana?
think we got like
Academically or like
yeah.
attendance?
Yeah.
I think
I
we
mean,
got
there's
like a
probably
C rank
rats
or
too, but
something.
Oh my God.
My junior or senior year, there's like a
C
C
rank?
ranking, and they hung it up in a banner in the lobby of the school.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like not the main office area, but you know, if you like walk in the doors, go left, like
Yeah.
right outside the gym.
They hung
Yeah.
up a banner that said we were C ranked.
Yeah,
What does
Wow.
that mean?
It means we're bad.
Oh, okay.
like A, B, C, D. Yeah.
For some reason, I'm thinking Sea Org and Scientology. I need to stop watching documentaries. I watch
Jeez.
too damn many.
Yeah, but that
Interesting.
was
Yeah,
that was.
we went to high
after-
school with a Scientologist cult.
Yeah, well, some people probably do.
Yes, that's why we got a C rank. They're
Yeah.
like, this school is terrible. Interesting. But I
Yeah,
enjoyed
that's
my
crazy.
time at Rising Sun, like I've spoken about. I
Yeah.
know a lot of people that go through there don't, and
Yeah, because I've only heard you talk like positive about it. That's why
a lot of people didn't for a lot of justified reasons.
Yeah, but our high school, since it was so crappy, it was easy to coast through. So,
That's very true.
That's cool.
Didn't
like,
have
I
to-
did nothing but tests, and I passed everything. Like with B, like I ended up with like a 3.4 GPA, and like I didn't even do any homework.
Oh my God. Was that because the subject matter was easy, or it comes natural?
Mix of both, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Like some stuff came natural, and like other stuff was just like, oh, this is easy. Or like I'd cram right before test,
Oh, I see.
and so
Yeah.
I'd get like high A's on a test, and then blow off the homework.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
man, when I went to college, I thought it was kind of like that, and oh my God, there's no way cramming. Sometimes you could do it, but bad
Mhm.
idea. Yeah, I remember learning that quick.
That is how I thrived.
Yeah, cramming.
Binge and purge.
Binge and purge. Well, I definitely did the purge part, but I couldn't really binge.
Okay,
Yeah.
not in terms of homework anyway.
Oh, I see. Yeah. But with that, you want to take a break?
Sure, yeah, let's take a quick break.
Let's do it. And welcome back, everybody, to episode 43 of the podcast.
Woo!
Yeah. I'm here with Austin and Trey, and we've been talking about all sorts of awesome things.
Yes.
But
Such
it's
as
been
the
kinda all
Wiggles.
over the place.
Yeah,
yeah.
like,
Over
yeah.
on the break, we were talking about the Wiggles. Never watch that, especially if you're alone. But so you said you've done some traveling. You say you've been to Red River Gorge. Have you been any other notable places that you want to talk about?
I went to Boston with Austin.
Woo!
Oh, you were part of the
Yeah.
I'm a
Boston-
rapper now.
Yeah. That was good. That was a good rhyme. Yeah, dude, Trey was like on my OG break free from life trip. That was like the first trip that I took that was just us, like me and friends and stuff.
First, like non-family trip.
Yeah, the first trip that I actually planned and just, kind of executed.
Okay.
Yeah, winged it. So
That's
Trey
always
was,
that's always exciting.
Trey was a compatriot in that journey.
So many mountains.
So many mountains, yeah. And Pennsylvania is long.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh yeah.
they gave
Yeah.
me a ticket.
That was funny because like I was going like faster, if not just as fast, and I just pulled off like to pee, and I was like, "All right, do you want to drive Austin?" Yeah, sure. You pull out of there like not 5 minutes down the road, he gets pulled over.
God.
Freaking Pennsylvania, dude! And I saw the car. I knew what was gonna happen.
Whose car were you in?
We were in a red Taurus. It was like my parents' red Taurus, Ford Taurus.
Okay.
So it's not the
Speaking
same.
of cops on the highway, though, on my drive over here, I was going like 85.
That's not what you want to do.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Well,
and I
guess
see
that's
this.
not
I see this car. I was like, "Are those lights, or is it just?" No, I think it's like a Subaru or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, with the wreck.
Yeah. And then he gets up, and I see that it is a cop, and it's like the sheriff, like flying up on me. I'm like, "Oh god,
shit.
no!"
Oh, shit.
Like, and then like I can't get over because the guy is going the same speed as me, and I don't want to go even faster.
Right. To escape the cop.
Yeah. So then I just kind of go around the corner, like I'm taking the corner sharper since I'm on the inside.
Yeah.
Like I kind of get to the point where I can pass, and he just flies past me. I was like,
Oh,
"Oh, thank God."
Ooh,
I
that's
hate
always a
that
relief.
feeling. Yeah.
It's the
It's
worst.
terrible.
It is the worst.
Especially when you start to figure out when you go, well, at least for me, I would just get the ticket and be like, dang it, that was like $130. Then all of a sudden when you're like on your own insurance, then it's like, oh crap.
Yeah.
It like this is $130 plus
Implications.
hundreds of
Yeah.
dollars over the years.
Luckily, the only ticket I got off on pretrial diversion. I had to pay extra. But-
Pre-trial diversion.
yeah, what is that?
Yeah, so like as long as I didn't have any moving traffic violations for 6 months, like didn't get another ticket or anything, they just took it off my record.
How do you pull that? That would be nice
That's
to know for
interesting.
The
future
cop
endeavors.
handed me like a little pamphlet. It was like, hey, like if
Here's
you
a
don't want your,
coupon.
he's like, if you don't want your insurance going up or anything, like this might be something you're interested in. I was like, oh, cool.
Dang,
Like
heck
you
yeah.
just fined me for $180, but cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, I was going 88 and a 55.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Oh,
it sounds
shoot.
like you may have deserved that one a little
Oh,
bit.
I definitely deserve that one.
Damn.
I didn't even think of a lie when he asked me, like, why are you going so fast? Oh, just trying to get home.
Yeah.
I worked late, so like I was legitimately trying to get home, but
Yeah.
I know that's no excuse.
No, yeah. No
Yeah, I
doubt.
think the cops usually have like an idea what they're gonna do when they're walking up. Like no matter what, like warning or not. I really doubt. I don't know. I've just never even come close to a warning, so I don't even know.
Oh, do you always just get ticketed immediately?
Oh yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Dude, I was pulled over like 4 or 5 times before I got a ticket for speeding.
What?
Yeah. It's because, so where were you pulled over?
Well, I always had a Camaro too. They probably just hated.
Well, I had a
Camaros.
Mustang.
Yeah, oh Jesus.
Where'd you get pulled over?
I've been pulled over in Ronald Reagan.
Okay.
Let's see. Not too many speeding tickets. Down. Well, I got a tint ticket on my way down on 71, window tint.
Oh.
That's so annoying.
But I guess I've only had. Oh man, I don't know. Yeah, not too many speeding tickets. I always had a radar detector, and I'm always, even now, I'm always looking out.
I
Always
see.
looking. Radar detectors aren't so useful anymore these days because now they have like instant on K-band, which is like radar that they can just out
Oh.
of nowhere instead
okay.
of just spraying
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
And they also have
Laser.
radar
Oh, wow, that's good to
detector
know.
detectors.
Yeah. Well,
Which sounds really dumb, but
Yeah.
it's a thing.
Really?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
radar detectors in your car actually emit a frequency, but you can get like higher end radar detectors, and even nowadays lower end that has it sealed.
Are those
So it doesn't-
legal to have?
Some states it is, some states not.
Okay,
So if you
gotcha.
get pulled over, I think Pennsylvania is one where you get pulled over. They make you. I don't know. I just remember anecdotal story.
Yeah.
Someone said they got pulled over and the cop made them back over their radar detector, so they put under their
Dang.
tire and they're like, "All right, back up."
What?
Just
Because it's illegal?
because what is the cop gonna do with it? You know, so they
Yeah.
just destroy it.
The cop's like, I know exactly where my radar is. I don't.
But
I wouldn't have no need for this.
Right, exactly. But in Ohio, it is still legal, I believe. But the thing
Huh.
is, now they use laser way more. Like when
Yeah.
I see them on the side of the road, I see them. When they use laser, they look more like a sniper rifle,
I see.
like what they're using, instead of just in their car. Just
Interesting.
you know, I only know that because I lost my license due to points because of a speeding ticket and a fender bender. Because before you turn 18, if you get in the 4 points, I think, then your
Oh,
license gets
okay.
taken away.
Holy crap.
And I had to go to a class.
Oh, that sucks. You
Yeah,
had to go to
it
driving
sucks
school.
hard.
That's
But
the
the
worst.
only cool part about it was a police officer came and, you know, like, you shouldn't do this because this is what happens to you.
Right.
But he also, and then I think he ran out of time for his presentation. He's like, you want to go out by the street and shoot my laser and radar guns? And everybody was like, yeah. And I just love how things work. And I've obviously never had my hands on a laser or radar. Plus, in
Yes.
my mind, I was like, you're just fueling my ability to get away from you better. Or like, to avoid you better.
Yes.
That's what I was doing.
Right.
So when it was my turn to finally I used the radar, and man, someone could throw a wad of socks at you and just you can get that on the radar gun. It's so easy.
Let's see what your pitching speed is.
So it's really easy to use a radar gun for anything.
That's pretty sweet.
But the laser, that was another story. So he said there was like a hillside off in the distance where cars were coming up over the top, so you couldn't actually see them. So he said if I was shooting here, I'd be hitting those people coming over the hill because they can't know it's coming.
Yeah.
And then people are like complaining that they couldn't hit anything, and he said you have to hit something that's reflective or like a more flat surface, because kind of like how like stealth aircraft, how they become stealth is because the sharp angles actually bounce the radar away from, instead of bouncing back to the receiver. So I was like, oh shit, I know what he's talking. Okay, I get it. So I started just shooting for headlights or license plate.
Yeah.
Boom.
Every time.
So, yeah. And it just so happens that my Camaro was the older style, so the headlights were sunken back. It was a mid-90s Camaro. Mm-hmm. The headlights were sunken back, and if you know what a mid-90s Camaro looks like, they're like a wedge. So it's like a very smooth, very flat contour, gradual contour up. So I was like, excellent. My car's almost like stealth-like. And I also had like front blackout covers for my lights. So I was like, shit.
Doesn't sound like that's helped you much throughout the years.
No, I have had very few, considering like speeding tickets.
Okay.
Yeah. And I haven't had anything. Yeah, the last time I had a speeding ticket was many, many years ago on Ronald Reagan, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I've only had the one speeding ticket, but then like 5 months and a couple weeks, like I was almost done with it. I got pulled over in Aurora, and I was like, no, like,
because you were so close.
Speeding.
God dang it, Trey.
So it was another one?
Yeah, but like,
that's how it works.
It was just on the edge of the speed change, and so like he was in an undercover cop car. Like, it was at night. Oh, it was at night.
Yeah.
I couldn't really tell.
Undercover in Indiana?
Yeah.
You have legal?
Yes, they pull that.
That's right.
They pull that crap.
Mustangs and stuff. Okay.
Yeah. So, like, all I did was, like, speed up to pass him real quick and then go past him into the turn lane. Because he was in the left lane. And so, like, I just kind of gunned it out of this light and, like, got over as quick as possible. And then he pulls me over immediately.
Oh my God.
So, were you actually speeding or you just sped up quickly?
Was it reckless driving or?
I mean, I went over the speed limit.
Okay.
But, yeah, like, it was for, like, 20 feet or something.
He's just, like, sitting there looking at the dial, like, waiting.
But he was probably like, look at this bitch. Like, what is this guy doing?
Like, what the fuck's this guy doing?
Yeah. What the
fuck? Right.
He was probably just having a nice chill day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
And so I think he felt bad for me because I actually left my license at my house, and he could just tell. I was like, no. Like, he could just, like, he probably saw, like, the destruction in my face.
Yep.
Like the one time.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
And he was like, all right, well, just give me your name and your birthday. And so he did that.
Wow.
And he could probably see that I was on pretrial diversion
when
he looked me up. Yeah. And so he was like, all right, well, I'm going to let you off with a warning this time.
Damn.
Drive safe. And I was like, thank you.
Yes.
Oh my God.
He didn't want to be ultimate douchebag.
Yeah, like the one cop that no.
Yeah, technically
not all cops, but
right.
Some are like douchebags.
Well, sure, you have bad eggs in that situation, right? Yeah, but I think my situations were because, like I said, I got pulled over a decent amount of times where I actually got a ticket. It was always on back roads in Indiana, like in the depths.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like right around my house.
And they just happen to be there, or they're actually looking for people?
Usually it's because they were looking for people.
Really?
I see
in
them
my
like
situations.
driving around.
Yeah,
like the back roads.
Yeah, they totally do. And
you think they'd be bored out there? Like, are you talking like middle of
nowhere? Probably why they kept pulling me over, because they were bored.
They're probably just like waiting for you.
Yeah.
And speed traps set all over the road.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I've noticed that it's easier to get a ticket if you get pulled over out of your home state.
Yeah.
Because based on what I've heard from just like a police officer that I've talked to, it's discouraged to pull people over from the area because I don't know.
Well, because they're getting revenue,
right?
And it's better to get out of state.
That makes
they
sense.
don't have to, because they're there to serve and protect the people in their county.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And
That's
so if they keep pulling over people in their county, they're gonna be like, Dale, come on, I go to church with you.
Basically,
our kids play soccer.
That's why I always assume
Guilt
that I
trip.
got like a ticket in Pennsylvania and Ohio because I have Indiana plates. So that's kind of why.
They're
that was happening.
Yeah, they're probably also knowing people travel, far distance on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and plus, like, if you get pulled over in your own county, there's a higher chance that you'll go to court for it. Because when I got pulled over in Pennsylvania, it's like,
true.
I'm not going back to Pennsylvania to go to court for this traffic ticket.
Makes sense.
Oh, that reminds me. I didn't actually have to go to the court, but like, you got to go to the courthouse to pay it.
Yeah.
I saw your mom, by the way, there. And she was like,
my mom works.
Your mom got arrested?
No, she works. She works
I saw your mom in the clinker. But yeah,
I
she was like,
remember
what are
that
you
day.
here for? And I was like, oh, I'm paying a speeding ticket. She's like, you've been hanging out with Austin too much.
Yeah, right. He's rubbing off on you.
Whatever, Mom. She told me she did that too, because she knew, because we hung out all the time. She's like, what's Trey doing in here? Playing a speed ticket. She immediately told me when she got home.
Oh my
That's
god,
funny.
I was like, yeah, that's what it's like living in a small town.
that's funny. Yeah, everybody knows everybody.
Yeah. Did I ever tell that story about like how I got my computer delivered to my mom's office on the podcast?
I remember working with you there because you were like, your touchscreen all in
Yeah.
one.
Right.
Yeah, I remember you were like, it's because I know that feeling. So when I saw you're like going through the shipping, I was like, this is actually normal for me. So this is, other people might view it as like frantic madness, like.
Well, other people get excited for packages too, though.
Yeah,
You know what
but I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
on-
like
not on
you
this
and
level.
like on that level, it's like a whole totally different.
Yeah,
thing.
probably.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically when I was getting this computer, I had ordered it and I'd waited a week or two. It'd been a
Yeah.
while since I ordered it. And I got the notification that it was out for delivery, and I was so worried because there was nobody at my house at the time.
Yeah.
So I was like, what are they going to do? So I got the notification that they tried to leave it and that there was nobody there, and I was like, shoot, I'm going to have to wait again, do all this stuff to get this computer. But then my mom called me and she's like, hey, Austin, so the UPS guy came by my office today, dropped off your computer. He said nobody was home, so he just came by because he knows me. No, it's like,
That's
what?
awesome. Yeah,
That's the best.
you'll never get that in a big city,
No,
like at all.
that will not happen in Kenwood. I don't
Yeah.
know any of these people that I live around.
Right.
I barely
Reminds
know my
me,
roommates.
my mom's boyfriend, Sean, always chats up the UPS guy. Like he's in the middle of a shift, the UPS guy just like shuts off his truck, and Sean's like standing there talking to him
Dude.
for like half an hour.
He's the chattiest dude I've ever met.
He
I swear to God,
is.
he can talk up anyone.
And like sometimes you're like trying to like slowly back away, like you're trying to
You're like-
back away the whole time, and he like keeps talking.
Does he follow you or?
No, like every time there's a break in the conversation, like you go to walk away, and then he'll be like, and like just like
Oh
add
my
something.
God.
And like the whole time, like every time there's a break, I'm just like stepping away like one step at a time.
I see.
Sometimes I'll be like halfway up the stairs and he'll start talking again. I'm like,
Oh my
Because that
god.
was very nice to me. I was very nice to me when I was over. And I was at your house.
yeah, like he's
constantly.
nice, but like sometimes when you're just trying to do something, it's like, stop.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. There was a period of time when I was at your house very often, very regularly.
Yeah,
Those were my Ivy Tech days.
those were also
Yeah.
our Minecraft days.
Yes.
Oh
That's when we played
Jesus!
Minecraft.
Yeah, you can sink a ton of time in that.
Yeah, we would have like
extensively.
12-hour sessions. And
So would
like,
you play on the same
Yes.
server or?
We were local
like
on the same console.
Xbox?
Okay.
Yeah. So like you said, we would have 12-hour sessions. We did that like 2 days in a row.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
like
So
up
what-
until 4 in the morning.
Oh,
like,
so good.
We're not even talking at this point.
You're just like building.
Yeah, we're just like completely silent building. Like, oh hey, could you take care of this?
Yeah.
So is it
Right.
like 2 characters or one or sharing?
So it's like we're playing split screen. So it was me,
Oh, okay.
Trey, and Trey's brother Dylan, and we all had our own controller. and We were playing on a separate portion of the screen.
Oh,
And like he said, it
wow.
got to the point we worked together so much.
Yeah.
We all just did our own thing, and every once in a while we're like, "Hey, dude, I need more sand."
Yeah.
So are you building like
That'd
a same project or?
Yeah, our project. So not to go into
Yeah,
too
what
many
is-
details of the Minecraft project, but
Yeah.
for those of you who are
It's
interested,
under wraps.
we had this town,
Yeah.
and we completely encapsulated it in a giant like 20-foot wall,
Okay.
and then put a glass roof over top of it.
Yeah, I built like a little glass factory, like with a bunch of furnaces and like
Oh,
filled them
yeah.
up with sand.
Yes.
That's cool.
So this is getting into the minutia of Minecraft.
Yeah,
But just like long story short, it took us like 24 hours max
Yeah.
of
Wow.
work within 2 days.
Yeah, Minecraft, you can definitely lose your time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Most certainly. We gotta.
Yeah,
play
it's
Minecraft
also like
first.
really relaxing. I used to listen to Joe Rogan Experience
Yeah.
and then just
There it is.
have some wine. Yeah, right. I haven't mentioned it in a while.
Joe Rogan plug. Yeah, you're right.
But have some wine, listen to Joe Rogan Experience podcast, and just Minecraft away. And all of a sudden, it's like flipping midnight on a work night. Like,
Yeah.
holy crap! I started at like 7,
Yes.
4 hours.
Yeah,
Like,
it goes by like nothing.
Yeah, I do that
Or
all the
5
time.
hours,
I'll be
yeah.
playing something and like it feels like you're playing for 5 minutes, and then you look back at the clock and you're like, oh my god, it's been 3 hours.
What have I been doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got Minecraft on my phone. So that's,
Speaking
that's
of
dangerous.
video
Yeah.
games, by
Yes.
the way,
Yes.
yeah, new one.
Dylan and I have been working together.
Oh
and
really?
we're thinking about bringing the Breadpan show back.
Really?
Oh, shit.
Really?
Yeah.
This is an interesting backstory.
Yeah,
'Cause
like
you
actually
guys-
a couple weeks ago we recorded 2 episodes of Rocket League.
Dude.
What do you call those?
The
Show
slice.
me's or
Oh, Let's Plays.
Let's Plays. I'm always like
Show me's.
Show me.
Show Me's
Oh,
was
Show Me's that fake Hooters.
yeah. Show Me's is the name of the
Oh my
yeah. That we found
That's
when we
gonna
were
be the-
stalking that person. Yes.
That's
When
yeah,
we were
Jesus.
stalking. Yeah.
I'm going like so many different tangents right now.
Oh,
Yes.
pretty
That's
great.
not.
Let's
that's not the
Plays.
same thing.
Let's Plays and Show Me's. That's in the same family of
Yeah. So if you remember from like a previous episode, I talked about how I tried to start a podcast a while ago, like a few years ago, and it just didn't work out. Like we didn't have like the best equipment. Editing takes a while, and I just wasn't prepared mentally, personally, for it to do a podcast yet, because it takes a lot,
Yeah.
to do a podcast, especially on a weekly cadence. So we just kind of scrapped it. But from the ashes of that, I had the theme song that we used for this podcast, and
okay.
Trey was actually another one of the co-hosts on that one.
So how many was it 4? From what I remember, 4 people on that podcast?
It's just 3.
So it was the
Okay.
same as the Minecraft crew.
Yeah,
Oh,
same
okay.
crew as the Minecraft crew. So yeah, me and him and his brother.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so me and my brother recorded a couple episodes of Rocket League the other day. I have to
Interesting.
edit them and throw them together. So
Dude, yes.
I'll probably put them up before Friday,
Heck yeah, dude.
and then that way I can plug it on the show.
Dude, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Maybe get a little bump.
get the P Funk Afro bump.
Yeah, put the link in the yeah.
You will get. I wish we would get the P Funk Afro bump.
Maybe you can get the Breadpan show bump. The whole 10
Just start-
subscribers we have.
Yeah.
Everything it would just keep bumping everything.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just
every time.
exponential.
Well,
Yeah.
you guys posted the Breadpan show on Reddit, right? On like a podcast subreddit or something? Because
we
I feel
did
like
the Let's Play subreddit.
that's what it was. You posted your because originally we did the podcast, and on the YouTube channel there was a sub thing that they did, just him and Dylan, called The Slice, which was their Let's Plays, which I thought was genius.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, and I used to love listening to him at work because I'm like, this is like listening, it's
The
like hanging
Slice.
out with my friends,
Right. Yeah.
which is how people describe this podcast now.
So what happened when you posted on Reddit?
Like we would just do it for like different tips and stuff,
Okay.
and like different channels would follow us,
Cool.
and like subscribe and all that, like promote
Yeah.
each other, try to
Right.
help each other out, and just
Cool.
they try to give the community tips on like how to make a better show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Excuse
That's
me.
it. See, I would just
Yeah.
stream. The only games I've have experience streaming is on Twitch, where like the webcam can see me.
Yeah.
But I'm not really good at like talking, and maybe if I'm like with someone else.
Yeah,
But if
dude.
it's just me and I'm playing a game, like I'll talk in the beginning, like if I know like Tom or someone's watching, and then I just like I don't know,
Yeah,
I just can't play. And
Can't handle it, yeah. Dude, when we play video games, though, you freaking
But
never stop talking.
That's true. I mean, casual though. The games I'm playing are like Star Citizen or like something where I'm like
But,
wanting to pay attention to.
that's where the
Yeah.
Let's Plays are so good because you got to cut them off in 10-minute segments or so.
All right.
So you got to cut them off every now and then you like pause the game, take a break, do whatever you need to do.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I still think we should try to do that. I think that would be
I know
awesome.
you keep one. I
I think the only thing keeping us back is having a capture card. So, because
Oh,
I
for
game
your-
on consoles pretty much exclusively.
That's where PC, like, you don't have to pay for anything.
Yeah.
you just do
Yep.
it. Yeah.
Just download the stuff. Yeah. We should try that sometime, though. That's awesome that you're thinking about getting it back together. So, are you thinking about also doing the podcast again or just the Let's Plays?
Probably just the Let's Play.
Okay.
I think.
Do you still call it
Gotcha.
the slice or?
I don't know if we call it the Breadpan show or the Slice or not. Like, I don't remember what we
okay.
called it.
Yeah. You guys are funny, though. I remember missing
Thanks,
that.
man.
I miss Dylan, too.
It's basically just playing games and, like, making goofs and
Shooting the
everything.
shit.
Making dumb
Yeah.
comments, yeah. I miss Dylan. We need to have Dylan on the podcast next.
Yeah, he was actually talking about how he wanted to be on the podcast.
Shoot.
Actually.
Uh-oh.
Dylan, if you're listening, come freaking on the podcast, dude. What are you doing?
Yeah,
Drive
I
to
think
my
he's at
house.
school today. So I was
Oh.
like, dude, what time? Or I was like, do you work today? And he was like, no, I just have school. I was like, what time do you have school? He's like 6. I was like, no.
That would have been perfect.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought that'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool, yeah. We'll have to have him on eventually.
Definitely.
That would be awesome. Dylan cracks me up.
So
I love
is
you.
it- So with that, do you have anything you want to add? What's going on with your life, Austin? I think you said something about physical therapy with your arms.
Yeah, there's crap going on, Anthony.
Yeah.
Too much masturbation.
I'm not going to talk about why. Not going to
Both
talk
hands.
about the cause.
Yeah, he's just going to town on it.
The doctor's like,
everything.
doctor's like, I have a very important question. Do you use both hands? What's going on here, buddy?
Like, this is not for you to know, doctor.
Yeah.
Just
There's
do
no
the test.
skin on your penis or hands.
Jesus Christ.
Gee.
So
but
that's-
obviously that's not it.
So
but
that's not why I'm getting physical therapy, but I mean that sounds like it would require a different form of it. But anyway, basically, since you've known me, my wrists have been sore.
yeah.
pretty much. So about a year and a half ago. Shut up.
We both look at each other like
Both of you shut right up.
it's so easy to go into. Yeah,
I know.
But yeah, so for like a year and a half,
Yeah.
which is like, why have you been putting it off for so long? But it's
Right.
just whatever. My wrists, whenever I type for a little while
Mm-hmm.
or use a mouse or use a video game controller, have hurt. And it's not just my wrist, it's like between my pinky and like the finger next to your pinky. Is that a ring finger?
Yeah.
Yeah, pinky and the ring finger.
which everybody instantly thinks is tendonitis, right?
or carpal tunnel.
Or carpal tunnel.
Yeah, I was
What
gonna
is-
say, is it like P&G related? Like,
Yeah, so it started immediately after I started having to use the touchpad to scroll a lot
Oh,
because we
yeah.
started using this new transaction and it
Yeah,
requires
I
a
know
lot of
what you're
scrolling.
talking about, yeah.
Yeah, so I did a lot of scrolling and ever since I started doing that, my wrist and like in between the pinky and whatever started hurting. So I put it off for the longest time. I went to the doctor and they said I had to schedule a thing, but it was their hours at the hospital were weird and I could never find a time to do it. So
Yeah.
I put it off for a year. Finally went back and got tested.
yeah.
And they zapped my arm a bunch and stabbed me a bunch with this needle that
my
measured
God.
the electromagnetic
Jeez.
waves in my arm or whatever, which is pretty amazing but insane at the same time. So they did all these tests and came back, and it does not look like I have carpal tunnel.
That's
it doesn't
good.
look like anything to do with my nerves is messed up.
Huh.
The only weird thing about it was there's like this one nerve on the side of my arm that was like the signal between that and my hand was kind of messed up. So what they think it is, which makes sense, is my upper back and lower neck area might be tensing up, and that is
Yeah, you're
actually
telling me.
causing a pinch between that and my wrist.
I see.
Oh.
So
okay,
I get to
yeah.
get a lot of cool massages. to
Nice.
fix
So
it.
is it helping you, or because like did they test your tendons at all? Like I don't know how they would do that.
They
but-
did a lot of stuff like, can you make a fist?
Oh,
And can
okay.
you put resistance against this? And does this hurt? And this and that.
and
And
it didn't.
nothing. Yeah, it doesn't
okay,
seem
good.
tendon related at all.
Cool.
So
That's the scary one because that's like one of
Yeah.
those forever things. Like, oh crap, I can't play video games anymore.
Yeah.
Or you start learning how to play it with your mouth or something, or with your pinky toes or something.
like the drummer from Def Leppard.
Well, yeah. Well, I actually got beat in Tetris with a dude that beat me with his toes.
Wait, what? Wait,
Nintendo.
hold on. What is this situation?
That's why. Yeah. Okay. So in college.
Let's take a step back.
Yeah, so there's probably, I don't know if anybody from college listens to this, but we had a game room on our second floor. We were living on Chittenden, and had a coffee table, microwave. It was like this makeshift game room. And in it we had, I think, just Nintendo, Super Nintendo maybe, all just the retro ones.
Yeah.
And we would play Tetris primarily. For some reason, all the dudes, I was living with 3 other guys, and we just had friends always in and out. Just always. So there was
Yeah.
always just people there. And we would just have competitions of who can get the most line counts in Tetris.
Tetris is
Yeah.
awesome.
And I'm like not that great at it, but not like, an idiot, but whatever. Until this day. Until this day. So I'm playing, and I actually get like one of my high scores, and my roommate Nate, he's just like, he chuckles. He's like, dude, that ain't nothing. I was like, that's pretty big for me. And he's like, I could probably beat your high score with my toes. I was like, shut up. So he was a type dude. He lassoed. I think I like threw the controller or whatever. He lassoed the first player controller with the other controller. This is how like talented he is. So he pulled it over and plopped it like on his like toes with like a blanket that propped it up underneath his feet. He was sitting on a couch,
yeah.
and he just started. Got the feel for it a little bit, and then hit the start, and he was going, and it was like a little rough at first. And I was like, "You're an idiot." I kept like just making fun of him. Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
And once he got to like line 30, I was like, like, okay. He's got 30 lines with his damn big toes. And because I basically, it's just a D-pad with one toe and the
You just
A
lay
button with the other. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's not much
Yeah.
to it.
But still, it's your toes.
Yes.
And I think my line count was like something like 130 or something. When it got over 100 and he was doing it with the toes, then he got the momentum. He was like, yeah, dude. Like just like doing it with his toes, like, yeah. And I remember I was next to him and I was like, what? You know, I was like trying to psych him out. I was
Yeah.
like, your toes are sweating. Like, no. But, and then he got like, probably like a handful of lines past mine because it starts getting fast.
Yeah, ridiculous.
And he was just like, what? Oh my God. And then, of course, he had to proceed to tell everybody that was in the living room downstairs. It's like, I had
Yo,
to hang my head in shame because I got beat by a dude playing with his toes.
Do you suck at Tetris, Anthony?
Probably.
Speaking of Tetris, Maya and I always play Tetris Battle against each other.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
It turns us into the most rage-filled people
I can see
ever.
that.
Like we're just like perfectly fine.
And then
do all like nauseating cute like
Yeah.
pet names and stuff with each other all day,
Sure.
and then as soon as Tetris like comes, we're just like screaming at each other.
It's such a simple game, but yeah.
This is a great
Yeah,
what
like,
competition can
Makes you
do.
hold a grudge.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, you remember that time that you dropped that 4 long?
Yeah, exactly. Or that time you beat me with your damn toes.
Yes. Yes.
Well, Austin, with that, you want to wrap this one up?
Yeah,
Episode
sure.
43?
Yeah, sure. It is. Episode 43 is a good one.
Yep.
It was a good one.
The best one because it has me.
Because it has Trey.
And seductive
Right.
voices.
Yeah.
Seductive Voices.
I didn't know that.
Episode 43. I couldn't make it through.
It's okay.
Well, thanks for listening. Austin and I are now doing a calendar for guests.
Yes.
So we're scheduling guests like out. So if you're listening, you want to be a guest,
Yes.
let us know. We'll put you on a calendar.
Yes.
Because I think we have the next 2 weeks down. But
Yeah. And if you know of anyone in the area, we are getting ready to like start reaching out in terms of guests. So like
Yeah.
if you know somebody that runs a business
Oh, right.
or somebody
Oh,
that
that's cool.
Yeah, somebody that does something cool or somebody that you just think would have a cool story, let us know who you would like to have on the podcast, and I'm going to try to make that happen because I think that'd be sweet.
Yeah, and plus we can link it to whatever they want, and that way they like if they have like constituents or whatever that they would want to reach out to.
Right.
Just like a platform almost.
They
Yeah.
can use it to get to know them.
Yeah, low level platform,
And we
little
can,
baby
we
platform.
can suck some
Yeah, get
downloads
some-
out of
Right,
this.
exactly. That's what we want.
Yes, get that bump.
To get that bump.
I want Obama on the podcast.
You should
Well, he's
get Jack
retired.
Black.
I feel like Obama
Jack
would
Black would be
totally come
awesome.
on the podcast.
Yeah, now he's just like chill, and he's all smiles. He's
Yeah,
like,
what's
I
he
don't
doing
have to deal with
Yeah, I
shit.
feel like Jack Black would do it. He'd like come down the stairs and like kick through your little
Yeah.
wall thing.
With a guitar. Yeah.
Yes. So
And then
yes,
Kyle would just start eating all your food. His friend.
that's a great movie. But yeah,
All
that's,
right.
that's all I had to plug.
Awesome. Well, thanks for listening. I don't know how you end this. Usually.
Usually, I say until next time, we'll see you later.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't have a catchphrase.
Oh, but okay. Well, you're gonna have to think of one on the spot now.
Okay, it's fine.
So officially, until next time. Later.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
You want to talk about cereal for a second so I can
Beep,
get your
beep,
levels? What kind of cereal do you like?
Am I good? Am I good to talk now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lately I've been enjoying this Kellogg's Jif peanut butter and strawberry jam cereal. I don't know. My mom brought it home and I was like, "What is this?" And yeah, it's pretty tasty. Yeah, it's like the peanut butter crunch with little bits of strawberry in there.
Ooh. Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, well, not actual strawberry, like strawberry pellets, like rabbit food. I also have a giant water bottle hanging from my cage.
What? yeah. For the rest of your rabbit food.
Yeah, I sleep on newspaper every night.
That'd be terrible if it was like real strawberries because they'd be all like fuzzy with that mold.
Ew.
You'd be like, "What? I'd rather have the fake shit.
Yeah, Mr. Kellogg, we think this was a bad idea.
Yeah, just put real in there.
Should probably retract that.